is right there anointing our head with oil. He's comforting us. He's caring for us. He's healing us. And even for those of us who God has called into different ways of serving Him, called us into His service in some way, just as God anointed David via the prophet Samuel to be the next king, God may have spiritually anointed us to do a specific work for Him, or to be in His service full time, or whatever it may be. That's another way in which thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. And that can be our cup of joy, but that can also be the fact that God is providing for us what we need to drink, providing for our thirst. And maybe we live in a place, or we are in a place, where we take things like that for granted, of being able to drink when we need to drink. But those are very real things, and living in a land of plenty, sometimes we take those things for granted, but God is able to make our cup run over, even in the case of thirst, in providing for our thirst. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. So that is a statement of faith. David is trusting God that no matter what happened in his life, he was going to continue to see God's goodness and mercy in his life and following him wherever he went, that there would be no place that he would go where God's goodness and mercy would not follow him. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So David had that assurance, the assurance that even after he did die on that day of his death, when it actually happened, David had many, many days of danger and not knowing if it would be the last day of his life. But when that day actually comes, David knew and had the assurance that he would dwell in the house of the Lord forever. He had the assurance of heaven. He had the assurance of going to his home with God in heaven, because he had been adopted as the child of God, just as we can be adopted as a child of God, just as it says in John 1:12, that as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the children or the sons of God. And that's what